Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Simon Frost, and today I got you guys two new deck profile videos as part of my Destined 1 series. This is the first of the Destined 1s. So, before I get into this video, I just want to say, I got a lot of love and appreciation for my posts from yesterday when I was opening about the passing of my dog Maxie. It was very rough, it was not, it was just, it was just very rough for me, and I had a lot of mental health things going on as well. So, after I did the Blankmeyer deck profile video, I just decided to, take a break from it, cope with some things, get some things done for a little bit, and then I have more of a better mindset to do more of these videos for you guys. So, I figured this would be a good time for a Thursday to just, just go on and just live your life as much as possible, because nothing's really absolute, unfortunately. But anyways, so, and during that time though, I ended up getting most of the set 4 collection and a little bit of set 5, from there, and I feel like I'm almost done with getting both of them pretty much paid off, and I'm very happy and excited to finally get that done and then get ready for set 6 and see where that takes me. And hopefully we can, slowly get back into the swing of things. I know this year is going to be a little rough for all of us, and due to some political statements. I don't know if you guys want to hear my thoughts about that, but let me know in the comments down below. So, anyways, besides that, in this video, we're going to be doing the first Destined 1. I'm going to go in order how they're presented in the anime. So, from round 1 to like round 6, I think. We're not going to count set 7 because, or round 7, because that was the final round of the Destined Showdown. So, that's why. Let me see here for a second here. Okay. So I'm pulling up on my Google search about this deck here. This is the first one. It's called Destined 1 of Infinity Levidras. Now, here's my thoughts, guys. I know a lot of people just hate this deck. A lot of people don't like it. I've seen people throw shade at this deck a lot of times because it topped in so many events and around the world. And people just get so freaking tired of it to the point that, you know what, it's just no longer fun. It's not innovative. It's just a cheap win kind of thing. But my deck here is not as... It doesn't have all the spice as some of the other decks probably have, which, granted. So let me see here. We're going to look it up on Levidras. Where is... here it is. So it says here, the Levidras playstyle places infinity markers on both players' circles, which power up the player's units and debuff the opponent's units. So I can see now why... I can see why you guys don't like that, because, well, it doesn't seem very that fun. But also, this deck here is also the owner... its owner, his name is Kuon Aikawa. Now, a little backstory on Kuon, or Kuon, or Kuon, I think it's, I'm gonna say Kuon, just how I say it sometimes. So, a little background, Kuon and Suyo Yobisuke were childhood friends before, Suo got into an accident. So, ever since then, Kuon, pretty much, went to school and became a top student in his class, and then he was approached by Sybilt to make his wish come true to go to Planet Cray and fulfill that dream that him and Suo had. Now, keep in mind, you guys, I think there's a little bit of simping going on between those two, because it sounds like Kuon really likes Suo, as a good friend, a best friend kind of thing, and will fight for the dream that they share, pretty much. And it seemed like he has a fond memory about what happened to all the Destineds and the Fated Ones, the memories from the camping trip, or summer camp, or something happened like that. So he's probably the only one who does remember a lot of it. So, anyways, this is a kid. This is a very smart one. But anyways, that is for the little small background, and let's just hop right in. Let's just go into the video right now. So of course we have the energy generator for the ride deck. The first one we have is Stagnipper Dragon. I almost said nipple for some reason. I don't know why. But this deck has a fusion of dragon and insect types, with a little bit of jungle fury to it as well. So this is holding like a jungle deck pretty much. But there's an insect dragon. This right here is a forest dragon. It's called the grade 1 is called the Scorpiercer dragon. Its skill is if your soul has a Stagnipper dragon, when you ride Mantiscythe dragon from the ride deck, you can ride without discarding a card from your hand. So that's a good thing, a good effect right there. And if it doesn't seem like my camera is a little bit like in your face kind of thing, it's because it is. I'm actually having one of my chamomile tea boxes holding it. So go figure. Speaking of Mantiscythe, that's the next card where we for grade 2 is Mantiscythe Dragon. When this unit is run upon by a grade 3 with Levidras in its card name, Energy Blast 3. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to one grade 3 or less card from among them, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and shuffle the deck. So, there's that there. And then, here's the one that everyone seems to hate the most. I don't know why people hate this deck so much, but this is not the full Destined King deck profile here. This is the beginning of it from set 4. So, grade 3, we have the Destined 1 of Infinity, Levidras. Its first skill is the Counterblast 1. Choose one of your rearguards and one of your opponent's rearguards and place an infinity marker on each of them, okay? When any player's unit on rearguard with your infinity eyes marker attacks or boosts, you may have that unit get 10,000 power or minus 10,000 power until the end of that battle. If your opponent's unit gets minus 10,000 power, remove one of your infinity eyes marker from that unit, from that rearguard, and you draw a card, okay? I can see now why that people don't like that skill, because that's the one skill people hate the most. I think it all comes down to, personally, that when you're up against Levidras, you are so irritated and pissed off that you just want to end the game so quickly, and you don't like people using the infinity markers to downgrade 10,000 powers. So it's gonna hurt a lot. Now, it's divine skill, because each of them have a divine skill. This is an active skill. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your rearguards and one of your opponent's rearguards and place an Affinity Eyes marker in each of them. And this unit gets 10,000 power and +1 critical at the end of the turn. So there's that right there. And this is the actually confirmed ride line for the ride deck. I know this video is going to be a late overdue video, because this set actually came out around maybe in August, I think. Yeah, August. And trust me, it's been a real pain in the butt to no, actually, the set came out in October, so I think that's what happened. Because I think Ominous came out in December, so I think that's what kind of made me think about a lot of things there. So yeah, this video has been a long overdue video, and I will be getting the Set 5 collection hopefully soon, so there will be an update video for this deck as well. And as fitting, I am using the Destined 1 sleeves for the ride deck itself. Now, for triggers, I thought it'd be the best safe bet to just do my normal routine, you can say. I use 4 copies of Cheerful Support Elf for heal triggers, so 4 of her. And I'm using 8 critical, which means I'm using 4 of the Peppery peppers that you get from the festival collection, and also the trial decks itself, you know. And then also I use 4 copies of Inspired Maiden Alana, just in case it does require some soul, and an extra 2k power will be a little nice to have. For precaution, I used 3 fronts, which is Frenzied Heiress. So the 20k shield value is also good as well. And people can say that draw is also a good thing to have, so maybe I can take out 1 front and 1 critical and put 2 draws in there just to see what it's like. But for right now, I think I work better with fronts, just for me saying. And of course, we have the Overtrigger Blessfavor. to complete the trigger lineup. And yes, the sleeves I'm using is Dragon Shield, and this is in the shade green, so, you know, basically kind of basic green. Now, for grade 1s, I'm using 12 grade 1s, because I figure I use support, there's a support what we have right now for Levidras, and the grade 2s will have a more of a kick to it. Excuse me. Very sorry. Okay. So for the first grade 1s, I'm playing 4 copies of Knight of Silent Illusion, Clarence. Clarence's skill is, at the end of battle this unit, attacked or boosted, if your Infinity Eyes marker is in the same column as this unit, and you do not countercharge this turn, put this card into Soul and countercharge 1. So it's a free countercharge for Levidras, pretty much. The next one is Levidras' boosting partner. This is 4 copies of Full Knowledge Foxil. During the battle, this unit boosted if your Vanguard is Levidras, which is this unit gets 5,000 power, so 13. When this unit boosts a grade 3 Levidras in its card name, if your opponent's rearguard has your Infinity Ice marker, this unit gets an additional 2,000 power in that battle. Counterblast 1, choose one of your back row rearguards, and until the end of the turn, that unit can attack from the back row and it gets 10,000 power. So, it has that little Magnolia feel to it, you know, but not a complete Magnolia feel. So this is like a small branch of that back row set. Excuse me. And of course, for Perfect Guards, I chose Custodial Dragon because in the anime, Kuon actually uses Custodial Dragon in his deck. So in some ways, this is kind of like a character deck profile as well for Kuon, I think. Because I know Kuon is probably like maybe a little different, but I can go rewatch the episodes again and just say the word properly. So forgive me if my words were a bit like improperly. So for grade 2, we're using 15 grade 2s in this deck. I know. Call me a sinner. I'm sorry. We have 4 copies of Skulk Claw's Huntsman Huuli. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if your Infinity Ice marker is on the same column as this unit, Counterblast 1, choose up to 1 grade 3 or less card from your drop and call the rearguard. If there are 3 or more of your Infinity Ice markers, this unit gets 10,000 power and T in a turn, so there's that. Next one we have is Onfall Anotogaster. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if your Infinity Ice marker is in the same column as this unit, Energy Blast 3, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose a card from among them, put it into hand. Put the rest in the top or bottom of your deck. And this unit gets 5,000 power in a turn. During your turn, if your Vanguard with Levidras in its card name, if I have a Vanguard with Levidras in its card name, which I do, and there are 3 or more of your Infinity Eyes markers, this unit gets 5k power. And if your back row has no other rear guards with the same name as this unit can attack from the back row. So that adds a little bit more additional pressure, you know, for the back row abilities. And then just for extra precaution generics, I did put in the discard fodders. So we're playing 4 copies of Sea Rumble Brave Shooter. Just, you know, in case, you know, I'm waiting for the next set, so you gotta use whatever you can to make the deck more better. And then I'm also, for Blitz orders, I play 3 Sweet Honey Gardens. Choose one of your units, and it gets 15,000 power in that battle. If your drop has a Blitz order, this unit gets 25,000 power and then instead of 15. And you pay the cost with only a Soul Blast. So, I figured this might help as well. You know. So, that's my grade 2 lineup right there. And then finally, we have the grade 3s, which is 3 copies of Levidras for the Persona Ride ability. Persona Ride. And then it comes with Levidras has its own order. Searching for Infinity Knowledge. You play this with Energy Blast 2, and as you have a Vanguard with Levidras in its card name. Choose a card with a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from your drop, and call it to rear guard. That unit gets 5,000 power in a turn for each of your Infinity Eyes markers with the same column, in the same column as that unit, as that called unit. So there's that 4 of them. You know, I'm just using what I can to make this deck, you know, playable for fun. This is just for me as a fun deck. And, you know, a lot of people can throw a lot of shade, a lot of hate in this deck, but I think it's a fun deck to play. Leave your thoughts in your comments down below about why you guys don't like this deck so much. I mean, I will totally understand if you guys are not really a big fan of it, because not many people are. Especially in the meta, now it's become like a complete meta deck, pretty much. But yeah, that is it for the deck profile video for round 1 of the Destined Showdown series of the Destined 1 decks. So, let me in the comments, not comments, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you guys think about this deck, and, you know, it's just good to be back playing again, and doing videos for you guys. I really am happy to do it. A lot of things are going to be some changes, I know that for a fact, so, but yeah, leave a comment down below, let me know what you guys think about this deck. If you guys have your own opinions, just let me know. Oh, there's one thing I did genuinely forgot, so let me move this out of the way. So, I did forgot to add this. I am using actually 10 Infinity Eyes markers. Not quite sure if 10 is a little bit too much, but, you know, I figured it's being safe, being sorry for just spare 10, just in case. So, there is the full deck right there, and there'll be a full list in the description box down below. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I have, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and showing the love and support you guys had. I know it's been a rough couple weeks, but hopefully this will be better, and I'll see you guys in the next video for round 2. As always, I've been your host, Siren Frost, signing out.